One of my mother's favorite sayings is everyone who comes into your life brings a smile to your face, some when they come in and some when they leave. Growing up, I found that phrase to be extremely true. Every person you or I come into contact with affects our life in some way, shape, or form. One of the many people who have affected my life is my mother. While this may be the most common answer you get to this question, it's still the truest one that I can give. She has been the most influential person in my life. She's given me guidance from personal issues to professional issues, and I couldn't be where I am without her today. My mother was born to a very low income family in North Houston. She was really young. Her parents were divorced, and her mother got sole custody of her at the age of just 10. She her mother died, and so sole custody was given back to my grandfather, is my mom and her older sister, my aunt. When she was just 15, my aunt moved away, leaving my 11-year-old sister to basically raise my grandfather. He was a young party going guy, and he didn't care that he had kids at home. So she was, 11 years old, cooking, cleaning, taking care of the house, all while maintaining great grades and staying in extracurricular activities. Um, she was in drill team, Latin club. She was just, was she was well liked by everyone, and no one knew the struggles that she had at home. After graduating, she went to University of Houston to get her bachelor's of communications. She worked herself. She put herself through college by working a full-time job as well as keeping a full class load. But because of financial issues, she ended up not finishing school, and she's always wanted to go back. But regardless of her lack of schooling or education, she's always strived her hardest to make sure that me and my brother and sister and my dad have the best life possible. Um, because of my mother's past, she wanted her children to have everything that she didn't have and that she couldn't have. As I was growing up, my mom always tried to make me as comfortable as possible, tried to make my whole family as comfortable as possible, sometimes sacrificing her own happiness for ours. I never once wanted for something. I wasn't spoiled, but I didn't have to ask for things because she knew how to make me happy, and she wanted me to be a happy person. She wanted me to be a happy kid. Um, and because she went through some of the toughest times of her life without her mother, including homecoming, prom, her wedding, she didn't have a mother figure, so she wanted to be there, emotionally and physically for us. She helped me anytime I had trouble with friends or boys, because every teenage girl has those issues. She gave me advice on heartbreaks and friendships and all that stuff. She's just been an incredible, incredible role model for me. Because she didn't get to finish her education, school has always been a top priority for me and my brother and sister. She's always told us that grades come first. Grades come before, grades come before jobs. Grades come before extracurriculars. Grades come before boyfriends. It doesn't matter. She's always pushed me and my siblings to do our best in high school. Also, she's taught us that even if we don't agree with our teachers, even if we think that the work is ridiculous, we put up with it because there are going to be times in your life where you don't love everything that you're doing. You don't love the people that you're working with, but you have to do it. And she's taught me a lot of life lessons through that. She's also been willing to help with our education. I mean, she has stayed up till 2 in the morning finishing science fair projects. She has proofread a million English papers. She has, helped create kindergarten, macaroni necklaces all the way up through AP chemistry, projects. Uh, she's always been willing to put in the extra effort, for us, for our benefit, because she knows that it's going to help us in the long run. Um, my mom really has given me everything I could ever need to be a successful person and a decent person, good human being, and for that I am insanely and eternally grateful. Without a doubt, the best thing my mother has ever done for me is taught me how to be a good human being, a good person on the inside, and to make sure that her millions of lessons about how to behave in public and how to be respectful and polite to people, even if they aren't respectful and polite to you. To make sure those lessons don't go to waste, I'll definitely treat people with respect and dignity, even sometimes if they don't deserve it, because it's being the bigger person, it's being a good human being, and that's what she would have wanted me to do. Uh, you know, Being a mother has always been a big a big deal for her because she had to grow up without one. So I want to ensure that the lessons that she's taught me, about being a friend and being a mom, don't go to waste. Because of her, I want to have kids of my own that I can have that special relationship with because, you know, throughout my entire life, she's been open and honest with me, and we've been open and honest with each other, and it's allowed me to be, to call my mom my best friend. So I want to have that relationship with my daughter, all of my daughters once I have kids. But thanks to how she pushed me, I do have the drive to finish what I've started, to finish school, to become a salon owner, to become a successful and functioning member of society. Excuse me, to become, the good person that she knows I can be. As all of you've learned, my mother has been a extremely influential person in my life, and without a doubt, I couldn't have become the person that I am without her. I benefited from all her heart-to-heart talks that she gave me, and I couldn't imagine, going on without them. So thankfully, she overcame her past and created everything in my life that she never had. Thank you.